First plays a run with Nwangu. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Clinton. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Murray now on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Garrett Wilson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Seahawks nothing. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Second and 9 now from the 21. Another run now for Nwangu. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. straight ahead. Here's Huangu. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Darnell Mooney, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
To throw, it's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Murray. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. They fake the handoff, now Murray. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. 7-7, our score after 1. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Murray changing the play. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw. Clinton. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Seahawks at 0-9 now on the year. And they come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And this is a team that has not shown much consistency during this losing streak because they've never really looked like they've been ready to play. You question their motivation. You wonder what's going on with them. And I don't have a PhD in psychology, but the body language, it's awful.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down. Clinton has taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. Hot route, so to speak.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Clinton. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. In motion left is a running back. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Kene Nwangu taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Now Myers for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. In motion is Anderson. Kamara up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 27 yards. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They go play action here on 1st down. Drops this off with Nwangu. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw on second down, Clinton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw on third down, Clinton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Clinton. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play here with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before half for Murray. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A short one here, caught by McBride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Murray now. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Out to his left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Kamara trying the right side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive.
Take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 6. They'll run with the Ragu, and he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Clinton. He's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Trey Palmer, 74 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. The kicks away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
On the counter, here's Kamara. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now they're in the hurry-up. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and 1. They'll drop the throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Kayvon Thibodeau beat the O-line and recorded the sack. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's taken on the 25. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Back to Nwangu again on 1st down. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Let's go. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Clinton. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
1st down, Murray. He'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down. Murray going to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown with career touchdown number 70. And the Cards have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Clinton. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Clinton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll get this to Nwangu. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look.
And he's across the chart into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenny Nwangu, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now Myers for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Able to fight through one tackle. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's third down. And Anderson's got it. And he went nowhere. He went backwards. Back to the 33. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw is Murray. It's complete. Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
That'll be caught by Anderson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. This is 1st and 10. Murray to throw. That's pulled in by Wilson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
And rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now.
Jake Elliott,
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Off play action. Clinton. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice. Obviously, you're training.